Hey, we're starting off on episode 8, and here we go. Basically, the state of Bureau Investigations wants to talk to Hana, and basically, they assume that she may be an accomplice, so she runs. Uh, she she calls John G. Won, the computer guy, to help. He drives up. He picks her up. He has already copied everything that they got, and he gives it to her. She she asks him to just basically drop her off to distance himself so he doesn't get in trouble. He tells her to be careful. She contacts opposition leader saying to meet up over in person. Then there's a close scene where you think that she's gonna drive through the light, but then she stops. She waits, and when she drives off, because she's only a couple miles away from the hearing, she gets hit by a car. The leader of the opposition, assuming that she's coming soon, she holds the assembly, waiting for to talk to her. Obviously, Hana is not coming. It becomes too late, and they confirm him. While she's there, people are coming over to see what happened, and then out of nowhere, an officer comes up and sees and stops him and tells everybody to walk off. And the officer tries to kill her and take her files. President Park is still trying to figure out why Agent Jong, because that's Jong, was off when he was meeting him. He wondered wonders if he could talk to Representative O about it since he was there and see why he felt a little bit off. He then talks to his wife, who is a lawyer, and she says it sounds like he was trying to say something, but because there's the people in the room, he couldn't really say it. Like he was off, like he was being funny. Like she was explaining witnesses a lot of times get too scared because of the people in the room. So he was like, "Oh, that's kind of doesn't make any sense for somebody who is on track to become director. Why would he be scared? That doesn't make any sense." So what happens is that he goes to talk to the opposition leader, who basically tells him exactly what she knows of right now. She does not say anything about the blueprint, but she does say, Agent Hana was going to talk to her, but she doesn't actually have any proof. All she knows is that he shouldn't be a cabinet leader. He shouldn't be on this. Don't appoint him for some. But she doesn't she doesn't know for sure what it is. But because she doesn't have proof, she never got to talk to him. He talks to Hana's boss, and basically he tells them that she ran, and that he doesn't know where he is, and he basically tells her, "I don't care what's going on with y'all got. Once you find her, bring her to me in person. I want to talk to her." Basically telling everybody, I don't know what's going on with you guys, but I need to talk to her because obviously she has some information and she needs to tell me about. He goes to talk to a Representative O and talk to him, and he tries to throw her under the bus and say, "Oh, she's jealous because I survived and her fiance didn't survive, and that's why she's so hooked on me." But you have to understand something very weird. Not everybody in the bureau knew that she had a fiance. She kind of kept it to herself, like her friend did, but it wasn't a known fact. It wasn't like that. "Oh, look, I got married." No, that wasn't something. So him knowing that makes it a little suspicious, because why would you know something like that? Why would that be important to you? That's something that is a little off. We go to the next page. So He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. We get back to Hana, who actually survived it. She's picked up by someone and brought to her friend, the computer guy, and she doesn't remember as of right now because I'm still haven't finished the episode. We don't know what happened to the files. All we know is that she survived and she was brought to her friend. So we don't know what's going on with that. President Park talks to our Representative O, and he basically says, he says what he says, and he also is like, I don't know why I survived. He basically says the whole spiel about the battle and oh poor me and all that. He says that a lot, so you just I kind of go click click. I'm not bothering with that. So as they're going up, setting up for the meeting to appoint all the people, there's a joke about the tape that happens in the first episode. Now to another person, because now he's the older senior person in charge, and President Park's walking up to go in, and then he stops, and then you later find out that he postponed everything and he just wants to verify candidates because he's completely not sure of what's going on. And we're going to come back for the third part momentarily.